Welcome back finally to session 4 of Echoes of the Astral Sea. Last we left off, it's been a long time, so I'll go over a bit more of a recap since last time, so the players can get some recap. So last we left off, the players came to Eezospace, which is the Mass Effect universe. They met Shepard and Tally. They met Legion. They found out that these duplicates of Shepard are running around, um, and they're looking for one of them, and they don't know where he is. They checked. They checked the Citadel and Palaven, and he wasn't in either of those spots. And they got one more lead at Omega, so they're heading there now.
Yeah, that's what I'd recalled. I recalled something about a lead on N7 armor in Omega, which could mean nothing because it's not like N7 armor is unique. It's just that
It's the
there's
entire,
not a lot of
N7
them.
Spec Forces branch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just that
Basically,
we
this
don't
world
know a
version
lot
of
of them.
Spartans, because N6s are more like ODSTs.
Yeah.
Without the orbital drop side of things, because no one in Mass
Either
Effect,
way,
from the Geth, has the lunacy
and if
for
I
orbital
remember
drops.
correctly, none of us know your name.
Nope. You know my number.
Yeah.
And you know my call sign is Sierra, which is just simply the NATO phonetic for S.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you are aware, I am just S-031.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, you're just 031 because yeah. Anyways.
Which just simply puts you in the realm of literally everyone outside of Oni.
So you end up. I'm gonna be honest. My description of Omega could be totally off, but I'm going to try my best to describe it.
Looks a lot like it. Oddly enough, looks a lot like High Charity.
It does.
It really does now that you mention it.
So yeah, you
just red.
Yeah, you head off the you drop back into the sphere because the ship moves like halfway out of the sphere when it moves to different places that are far away. You drop back into the sphere to see before you a large spread out. It looks like half a planet with
It
the
looks like
bottom
a
half
mushroom.
with
Yeah,
the
it looks
bottom
like it looks
half
like a
missing and a bunch of machinery sticking down from there.
Tell me, why are we approaching High Charity?
What's High Charity?
The Covenant Megacity looks an awful lot like that. Only I suppose there are no Covenant cruisers coming around of it. Which is a good
Is it
sign.
red?
Well, I wouldn't know. I was never there. That was John's trip. And he did not enjoy it. The first time or the second.
Huh. Well, no, this is... no, this is Omega. You'll be hard-pressed to find a more wretched place of scum and villainy. Couldn't help it.
More than the Star Wars memes.
I couldn't help it. I mean, it's a good description for Omega.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Interesting coincidence.
I didn't even think that it looked like High Charity until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
They're both
no, it does.
They're both mushroom-shaped space stations with giant asteroids for the gravitational anchor.
Looks.
They're both half an asteroid with a spire sticking out the other end.
Ticker at the wheel as he's guiding the ship in. Looks pretty big. You got any idea where to start looking?
I've never been here. I've only ever heard awful things about Quarians who go here.
Is there any? I look.
Either they don't make
I look
it
straight at
back
Nilo
from
because you're the only one from the sphere. Like, Do you know if there's any sort of like unique radiation signature or power source in N7 armor that we can track, or is it literally just
That
regular
that
armor?
would be more under the purview of human resources. However, I'm going to pull up the extranet and look up those. I'm going to look up those sightings of the N7 and see if I can't put together
Mm-hmm.
a a pattern, like a target pattern.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I was about to suggest if he was a biotic, if we track by Eezo, then I remembered, oh wait, Omega is also a giant Eezo mine. That would
Yeah.
be absolutely useless.
Yeah, and I
It'd be
have
like looking
Ezo
for a
on me as
flashlight in the
well.
shadow
So,
of the sun.
yeah, that would literally lead us nowhere.
Yep.
Anyways, investigation, you say, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Run.
First roll of the new save, and it's a 1.
You find
Loser.
the relevant news article. I'm actually just gonna give you this part because it's just reading the article that would get that. You know, it's not any deduction, and
Your
you're trying
mask
to
is
deduce
fogged
like.
or something.
I was
So
half thinking I pulled up the article, and it's one of those you have to pay to read the article,
no.
Ah, yes.
and
Um,
I'm just like,
Subscription required.
no.
I'm like, I'm not forking over 5 credits for this.
You pull up the article, and it says he was cited. It says the neighborhood he was cited in, which is near that one, that one bar that I forget the name of.
Oh,
You're not
Afterlife?
talking.
Yeah.
What?
Oriental Oaks Bar, I assume?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Afterlife.
Oh, oh, good. I was gonna
Oh,
say, surely you're
oh,
not talking about
oh,
Afterlife.
oh, this is gonna be just peachy.
Listen, there's one rule in Omega, and I don't think Nilo knows it.
Well, the rest of us
Um.
certainly don't know it.
And you get, but it also talks about like the article is very much like filled with a lot of fluff. It's like, is Shepard coming out of retirement? No one knows, and it's a lot of questions in the article that aren't answered.
Including an unrelated recipe for the perfect snack for your Varen, which doesn't help us at all.
Yep.
And
What's a Varen?
uh, humans tend to describe them as lizard puppies.
Peachy.
And
How big are they?
let me see what else I can get out of this article. And no, I'm not going to be able to get anything else. Now it's just trying to sell me a Thresher Maw repellent, which
What?
doesn't exist.
Russian girls near you.
What is... What on this blasted asteroid is a Thresher Maw?
Never had the misfortune of finding one myself. They're giant worm things, from what I hear.
Oh, this just keeps getting better and better. Giant worm things. Could you be more specific? A hunter is a giant
kind
worm
of
thing.
worm?
It's about 10 feet tall and it's a sentient colony of worms. It shoots plasma blasts at you.
Is that a
Nasty bugger.
worm with an O or a Y?
Why would you spell worm with a Y?
Oh, you know.
W-Y.
There's the
R-M.
what's it?
Right?
The big snake things that are a bit like worms,
He,
but
Ticker turns around. That spelling is usually used for dragons.
Ah, yes. Fantasy folklore. things that people haven't thought about for 1,000 years.
Mary,
Yeah.
who's just kind of sitting off to the side with a cup of coffee, just kind of goes, huh. Just kind of just gives a snark, knowing laugh.
Flashes back to Thieves Incorporated.
Yeah, nah. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like hopefully not going to be relevant for us, but I think your suit has a HUD I could take advantage of, and I'm just
Visors. Well, there's a chip in this helmet somewhere that is fried. I haven't figured out which one it is yet. It's bugging me.
but and I open up a couple tabs, one to figure out what neighborhood that was and where would be the best place to park for that, and
Mhm.
the other
TBD.
one is just pulling up the I don't know what the term would be. Basically, the wiki article of a freaking thresher maw for 31 to read.
Yeah, basically the
Translate
equivalent of
English.
Wikipedia. Basically the equivalent of Wikipedia.
Yeah. The Extrapedia. The
What was the giant one called again?
Calros, mother of all
Calros.
thresher maws.
All right.
Calros.
Of course,
The
Chunky has
For
a
species,
love of
mother.
God, we never run into her.
the specific species name includes Calros in like the the scientific name. It's
Mhm.
named after Calros.
Of course.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Anyways,
Glory.
so I'm gonna coordinate with Ticker where would probably be the best place to try to gain parking.
Yeah, uh, you managed to sort that out.
You see
Yeah.
me basically checking through all my loadout, make sure I got hit. Knife check, shield,
Once
works,
again, getting
shotgun,
once
ammo,
again, no way we're not getting weird ass
pistol.
looks for parking a 17th century vessel
Yeah.
near in a docking bay.
Yep.
Emiria will be switching lightning rod from stun to stabilize. In other words, where arcane firearm is now using spare the dying instead of lightning.
Okay.
Not lightning bolt, but the other one.
Spark.
Yeah, smart.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you step off the ship. There's plenty of people giving you weird looks, especially Emiria and Vagar.
Mm-hmm.
I wave hello.
Gotta go to the closest person who's staring at me. Fuck you
I do
looking
that
at?
thing just about every Quarian does, where they try to disappear.
You're
I just
going up
rest
to someone
one
and
hand on your shoulder is like, now, if you get lost on this asteroid station, none of us are gonna know where we're going. You're the only one who does.
the guy you go up to, Vagar. First he sizes you up. Make an intimidation check.
Is this a dude, a Batarian, a Turian? What is the species of this dude?
Batarian. Let's say a Batarian.
Good
Okay,
old
thank
Four
God.
Eyes.
We ain't fighting a Krogan at this level.
No.
Why did I roll 2?
But you effectively have your own
16.
Krogan in the party?
He looks you up and down and just, my apologies, didn't mean to stare, and then he hurries off.
Thought. Dickhead. I'm gonna keep on walking with the others.
Interesting species, Four Eyes.
They really mellowed out after the Reaper War. Not really. Not sure I ever. Then again, it shouldn't really judge. They were
Well,
hit the hardest.
from my own experience, genocidal war tends to make you realize a few things.
still in the stage of figuring it out myself. Although I'm not sure you could understand being pulled out of the war and then just coming back and everyone saying it's fine.
Well, we shall see when we end up in my space.
Gonna make our way towards,
Where's the bar
Yep.
we're speaking?
make way towards, well, so, we're looking around and just be like, well, unless I'm mistaken, probably the best place to ask for information would be a bar?
I
Or
could use a
some,
drink.
I mean, that is where the ODSTs do like to chat. They are a chatty bunch.
and I've a feeling the mercenaries that work here would do the same. Surely someone would mention surely we'd be able to find someone who knows something about our N7 assailant.
Perhaps. Lead on then.
And I'm gonna make my way towards Afterlife with absolutely no knowledge of what significance that place actually holds. because
Mm-hmm.
it's a criminal underworld thing. Of course, I wouldn't immediately know that the crime
Once you
boss of
approach the
all
doors,
of
you'll be like,
Omega.
I actually fit in these doors.
Yeah, the
Wow,
boss.
because it's made for like Krogan and Elcor.
Yeah, no.
I'll be like,
Yeah, no.
I
Actually,
what kind of humanoids do
now
you
I really should have looked this up before the session. I did not consider this. I forget if you have to do anything special in the actual game to get into Afterlife or not.
you don't
You
because
don't
Arya knew Shepard was coming.
Okay.
Yeah, basically recognizes, and the guard just basically
You
waves you
don't.
in.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
you
what I'm
You
saying.
skip
don't
the whole
because
line, and all the patrons are like, "Hey, what gives?"
Specifically because Shepard was someone of extreme note and Arya wanted to see him.
That makes sense.
Which is
Like,
part of
what's
the
the
reason
dead
why I think we're going to
N7?
run into problems.
Yeah, it's like, what's the dead N7 Spectre doing showing up on my doorstep? You're
Let
supposed to be
alone a
dead.
dead one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyways,
You're supposed to be
yeah,
dead.
so yeah, there's a couple of bouncers who
One of
block
them's
your
an
way.
Elcor.
Yeah, who block your way as you try to get in.
Okay, so all
I
right.
just
So
say
who has the highest, I guess, what is it?
Definitely not
Charisma?
me.
I have
I got a
+1.
14, man.
Um, okay, so I have an 18 in charisma.
Oh, you are the face.
Oh, good.
Um,
Oh, good.
so
The creepy one's the charisma talker. Oh, good.
It's certainly not the
Goodies.
super soldier.
All right.
He
It's
can
not the
smash
jumpy little
anything.
Quarian
Nope.
with a 14.
I
All
mean,
right.
I'm good with intimidation solely because I've got good brawn.
Ugh.
But that's it.
Good
Okay.
luck.
So, all right. So we're just trying to get in, right?
Yeah.
Yee.
Or
Okay.
maybe ask around.
Actually, we could ask the bouncers if they've seen anyone in N7 gear.
Yeah, we don't have to go
Like,
in.
I will do that. I'll be like, excuse me, sir. Dreadfully sorry. Have you seen anyone in N7 armor causing mayhem recently?
Someone like that, some high and mighty specter type, asking around about blue suns or something.
Yeah, yes. Them. Where did they go? We're looking for this individual.
He names he just I think they went off in the direction of, and he names the neighborhood that he went to.
Okay. I immediately look to Nilo and be like, your map thing tell us where that is?
I believe so, and I'll start pulling it up. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this just for the greatness of it.
Do what?
Exhaustedly, guitar. If you have no further business, leave. because Elcor are fun. I love Elcor. Oh, right, and start pulling up the maps and start heading that way. Because there should be more or less a public map
Yeah.
for all the public people, because there are normal people who live here.
Yep.
I don't know why they live here, but there are people
They're
who
probably
live here.
Eezo miners.
Eezo
They're
miner.
either- Yeah.
I imagine that there are places there that are quite cheap.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all supportive structures around the Eezo mining. So it'll be Eezo miners, refiners, processors, dock workers,
Yeah, it's just that
customs
it's
officials,
it's just that it's
and then you've got all the
Omega is
criminals.
such a shithole.
Well, why do
Anyways,
people live in slums, Joey?
Yeah. I'm just saying, I feel like in Mass Effect specifically, there are
Some terrible places.
anyone who'd like, there's a lot of people who seem to live on Omega who seem to just be fine with living there, as opposed to being forced to live there because of conditions.
I don't know. Anyways,
is what I'm saying. Anyways,
you set off
Anywho.
in the direction of the neighborhood. You see a few merchants along the way at little stalls selling a variety of different things. Um, do you
What
have?
kind of?
One of them is selling what look like exotic fish.
Exotic fish.
Ooh.
a model kit of Sovereign.
Yep.
Because, somehow that's not tasteless.
No. This is after the Reaper War. It's not Sovereign anymore. It's Harbinger. Get it right.
Yeah, no. There's two.
Right.
There are three models now.
There's the new one in the series.
There's the Sovereign class Reaper. There's Harbinger, and there's the Destroyer class.
Well, also there's the smaller ones. The Harvester.
Yeah. No, well, they mostly did like
Whatever carrier
stuff.
ship they use to transport all the cronies.
Okay.
Yeah. Point is, there's a lot of weird ones.
Strange models. Why did one of them from where we landed up on the ship?
For some reason, they think. For some reason, I don't know why. They always make a new one whenever a new ship shows up. Doesn't matter if it destroyed half the galaxy, apparently.
Wait, those are model Reapers?
Those ones are.
The cuttlefish things are the Reapers?
Those ones are. That one's the what do they call it? It's a sorry make. That one's actually a Geth Dreadnought. And
Rather
they
small.
never. They
Based
never
on the
make.
scale, that's about the size of an orbital defense platform.
They never make models of Quarian ships. You always have to kit bash those.
Anywho.
You actually, like, as soon as you say that, you catch sight of a model of, like, that one giant ship. I think it's the.
Oh, a live ship?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll speak of the devil. Anyways, enough enough window shopping. As weird as it is to be.
Amelia has no money.
Do any of us have money?
I mean, I do, but
No, I'm not talking about in universe. I'm talking like actual, like any usable amount of coin.
I got 50 gold,
Well,
man. That's all I got.
I
I
got 50. I got 50 creds.
Anyways,
So,
Okay.
It's Carter the T-Rex.
you
anyways,
you head off towards that neighborhood. It's a pretty bad neighborhood, even by Omega standards.
Mm.
Which means it looks about as good as everywhere else. No, I'm just kidding.
You see
I'll save the shop.
vagrants, rundown buildings,
Vorcha.
fires. What? Oh, Vorcha, yeah. Fires in barrels.
Are there two people
I love that
disemboweling each
Vorcha
other?
are voiced by Male Shepherd.
No, there are not two people disemboweling each other.
Okay, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, there are
Okay,
Vorcha
then.
everywhere, which isn't great, but you know.
Looking around, I'm like, I think I need to consider the shotgun ammo.
You also notice a disproportionately large number of Batarians.
That makes sense.
Does this city like segregate the housing regions by species or something?
Doubt it.
There's an awful lot
Probably
of
more of a. Probably something of a. I doubt it. This probably was. I heard something about Omega even suffering during the Reaper War. Perhaps the affordable housing market here was just perfect for all the Batarians displaced during the war. And when I say
That's
all the
clever.
Batarians, I mean all of them. When the Reapers hit, they hit at the south side of the galaxy, which was
Southeast specifically.
at the southeastern side of the galaxy, with Batarian space being the very first thing they landed on. The Reaper War wasn't
Sounds
very
like
long,
it's a
but
miracle they survived it all.
many of them would agree.
Anywho, let's just keep going. Surely
You
we
realize
reached
this
N7.
neighborhood is pretty big, and you have no idea where to look in said neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well,
Surely
then, I
someone
guess
in
we have
black
to
skins.
ask
I
one of
assume
the
like half
locals
these
then.
Batarians are in like blue Sun's armor.
Some of them are in scraps of Blue Suns, but not a
Yeah,
lot.
no. I had a feeling this was a lot of effectively Batarian refugees.
Yeah, it's mostly refugees.
Yeah, because, like I said, the Batarian homeworld and all their home systems got
Annihilated.
truly. It was bad, and that's not even counting the one
The
that
bulk of the
Shepard.
surviving Batarian population were all the Batarians that weren't in the Batarian hegemony.
So
Yeah,
we are looking for Shepherd, right? Or is there like a
Yeah.
special name he's going by?
Well, we're looking for not
we don't
Shepard.
know if it's Shepard specifically, but we do know that they're wearing N7 armor, which most people attribute to Shepard.
He's just
And would
simply the most
would
famous
the
N7.
Batarian know what N7 armor is? Or these ones?
I mean, it has N7 literally painted on it, so probably.
Okay,
Black
then.
with a red and gray stripe. There's not really any other armor like it in Mass Effect.
Also has
Amir,
N7
seeing
painted
that
on it.
we are kind of going in circles and not actually knowing where we're going, Amiria will find the least despotic-looking Britarian or hobo that she can find. Decides to preemptively cast friends on him by dabbing herself in a little bit of makeup and just going up and asking him.
I
It's like,
forget.
hey.
I forget. Does Friends have a saving throw?
It is, I believe it's like a time limit, or I just have like advantage
Okay.
for a minute,
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that.
and then after that they'll know that I've done something.
Yeah.
Hello there. We're a little bit out of town, as you can probably
tell.
And we're currently looking for a a fellow in N7 armor. Would you happen to have seen one within the past few days?
Make a persuasion check.
Right. Rolling 1d20
From
plus.
out of town. No, there's a Quarian in basically Colossus style armor. There is a human the size of a
23.
Death Destroyer. There's Emiria, which is its own description, and then
He jabs
Another
he
human
jabs a finger in
that looks
a
not from around
direction.
anywhere here.
That way, take your third right, then your second left. You'll hear him before you see him.
Thank you, good sir. Oh, well, thank you for your time, good sir. We
Wonder
will
what
be
he
on
meant
our
by
way.
that.
Okay, hurry. We don't have much time left.
Let's go.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. You head off in that direction. You take the directions. When you get pretty close to your second turn, you start to hear gunfire from up ahead.
Ah,
That must be
that's what he meant. I immediately flick my wrist and activate my hard light shield.
All right. You eventually reach.
Grab my
This is getting messy.
expand my pistol.
You eventually reach an area. There's a little bridge there. You see a specter in wearing a helmet that is fighting some Blue Suns members.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Is this normal?
Given that they're
Um,
mercenaries, maybe?
This map is
Not
very laggy for my computer. I'm pretty sure you had the combat drone by now.
Yeah, I do. I do. It was like one of the first things I infused, but you said I wasn't allowed to have it till I got my Omni tool fixed, and I got it fixed. So
Yeah.
we're good.
Because you needed the material component for the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh,
And I just need
that
to
is still 2 things. Then, yo, you need to roll.
oh, yeah.
No, the combat drone is not supposed to have a turn separately from.
Yeah, it has.
I thought I removed it. I did not.
I just need to double check my
Legion and the drone move on your initiative.
all right.
All right.
And I like that.
You're up first, Bradley.
Okay, let me double check the time on the bonus action. Okay.
Those poor Batarians.
Okie dokie. Well. We are going to move to. Let's see, what is the range on that again? What is the range on the shotgun?
Okay, I'm
What
not
is
gonna
the
lie.
range?
For a
What is the
second, I thought the Blue Suns captain was picking his nose.
range? You know what the range on the shotgun is?
Do not remember. Let's say 3120.
3120.
Just for right now, I'll figure out what the actual range is later.
Okay. 3120. Okie dokie. So we're gonna go ahead. Move to there. Oh, boy. Okay, what's the range on that?
Yeah, we have no reason to believe the Spectre's hostile to us at the moment.
Nope. Okay, so pistol, I know that's on this page.
Considering that Blue Suns are
Yep.
a fairly well-known mercenary group,
Yep.
Nilo should have at least some knowledge of them.
Yep. Oh, bugger. Pistol range is probably around the same. Barrels. Standard is 6120. So the
Okay.
pistol is probably. So that's probably the pistol range. So.
Let's just
Okay.
hope they're not on Arya's
I'm
payroll.
going to dash.
Okay.
Oop.
Alrighty.
Hello there. And considering the close range.
I love how you set it up exactly like a Mass Effect encounter too. Like they have chest high cover, they narrow corridors. Like that's perfect.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw my sword. They're gonna
Okay.
see this maniac the size of a jet destroyer charging right at them with a helicopter blade.
You know what? Make an intimidation check.
Can I use brawn instead of intimidation?
Yes, you can use brawn instead of intimidation. This is a brawn. Yeah, you're right, brawn.
Every day.
Yeah. D20 +4. Oh. 16. Ah!
Alright, I'm gonna roll some wisdom saving throws.
Wait, let me check my exploits. Imposing presence. Do I want to use an imposing presence exploit?
I mean, you
You
can't
know
do
what? For the kicks and giggles, yes. /RD4. Enter. 1.
So it's a
That's actually a
17.
17.
Okay, dude directly in front of you fails. Dude to the right of him
Absolute mad lad.
fails.
Ah!
I forgot to put it on private mode. Dude in the back fails, just barely actually.
Mm.
And Captain Captain's gonna get advantage. Also fails. They're all frightened of you.
Oh, fantastic.
Not enough to be like running from you, but like
Well, yeah, but they have the frightened condition because
yes.
there's a 7.5-foot tall maniac in power armor charging at them with a sword. And it's not even an Omni blade or an energy blade, it's an old fashioned sword.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's just a bit of metal. You run in like a maniac Krogan.
I'm basically the size of a smaller Krogan
They
or
have a
a Death
Krogan.
Destroyer.
Why don't we have a Krogan? Probably because
Yeah,
of Luke's sons.
one of them actually does
And-
yell that.
Yeah. It's Captain's like, we're not the blood pack, that's why.
Alright, the captain
Krogan.
is gonna try to shoot you, but because
Oh, lovely.
he's frightened, he does have disadvantage on his attack roll.
Okay, the magic number is 18. I have my energy shield up.
Mhm.
Unless it's a tower shield. Let me double check. I don't think it's a tower shield.
Nope, he
Oh, it's a
misses.
healer shield. Well, no, yeah, it's a healer shield.
We're gonna say they're frightened of you until the start of your next turn.
Fantastic.
Alright, Nilo.
Oh, good. Good. All right. Well, I have every reason to believe at the moment that I have every reason to believe at the moment that Brad has this for a second.
In true classic Spartan fashion.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Well, because I'm
Sure.
a CQB Spartan and not
10.
like 058 who's just let me be the best sniper in the world and like shoot you while
Yeah.
hanging upside down dangling from a sky crane 2 miles
First
away
of all, I need to take
through a tree.
First of all, I'm going to take cover.
There is nowhere to take cover where you are currently.
Isn't that a building?
No, that's a pit.
Oh,
Oh,
A pit.
I thought it was
I
a
see.
building.
A casual pit. I thought
I
this
mean,
was an alleyway.
probably well.
This is
You
an
No,
maybe
alleyway
spot
that's
at
a
all.
bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna add some cover where the specter is actually, because I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Just fix that real quick. There we go.
There we are.
Oh, I have close quarters shooter. Their
Okay.
cover is useless to me.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually. All right, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and. I'm gonna go ahead and. Full.
You're gonna dash.
Yeah.
Dart.
Dash to. Dash take cover. Dash take cover. Because I feel like we need to assess the situation.
Mhm.
And.
The
I'll
the,
have
spec-
my.
the specter turns to you as you jump into cover next to him. Where did you all come from?
What's the voice sound like?
You can't tell. It's
It's marbled by the voice. Got it.
Yeah.
By the helmet speaker.
Yeah.
Looking
Looking for you.
looking for you. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna have Legion set up shop behind me.
Just plinking away. Oh, right there. Just
Yeah.
plinking away with
He-
his long range
He
rifle.
looks in confusion between the two of you.
Yeah.
Is that Legion? You know what? Never mind. We'll worry about that when we get out of this mess.
Yeah.
I assume you're here to help?
Looks like it.
Your
We were
friend
looking for
there is
you.
insane.
I briefly peek over the cover and get back behind it just in time to not get shot. No, I. Yeah, that's actually the first time I've seen him do that.
I assume you did an adrenaline rush, by the way, Brad.
Actually, I didn't because I didn't think I would be able to do the damage or something, so I would lose it because it has those similar conditions as
Did I
rage.
not? Did I not make it so that it doesn't go away if you dash towards enemies? Because that's a thing with rage. If that's not a thing with adrenaline rush, I need to add that.
I'm reading.
I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just.
that's not in there.
Okay, I need to add
Ends
that.
early if you're knocked unconscious, if your turn ends and you haven't attacked hostile creatures since your last turn, or taken damage since then.
Okay, yeah, I need to do that then. Because yeah, if you dash towards a hostile creature, it won't. It'll still keep adrenaline rush up.
Okay.
Anyways,
So I.
anything else, Nilo?
No, I'm afraid I think that's all I can do because I pretty much used my entire action to have everything dash.
All right, Vagar.
Okay.
That's a pit.
That's a
You
pit right
can't
here.
travel.
The dark
This
blue is a pit.
It's a pit.
A pit of death.
Wait,
So
okay,
unless you can
that's
fly or
Exactly.
jump really
5,
far.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Wait.
30,
Is
35.
Vagar also melee like me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm close range.
I
and,
have a crossbow,
melee.
All right.
Like I
and
have
this is as
range
far as
stuff.
I could go.
I have range stuff, but at the point when I was in range, I was like, I might as well just close
You'd
the
be within range of this guy.
I can't help but picture like the different animations we're all doing, like gameplay wise. Like Maddie's running in like an RPG character. Freaking Brad runs in like a. Brad's just running in like he's some sort of maniac with a sword.
I'm like
I don't know
full
what
head tilt
Amiria's.
drawing as I run.
Yeah, I don't know what Amiria's doing, but I know that I definitely did like a full-on Mass Effect style sprint behind cover, and I'm now currently doing the behind cover idle animation.
All right, I'm gonna take out my crossbow and shoot this guy.
Okay. Yeah, he's behind cover, so he'll have +2 to AC.
I need to plant myself behind a chest-high wall.
Fuck.
Yep, that hits.
Oh, bet.
Nice. You know what? I'll be back. It's highly unlikely I drew any aggro.
He yells out, "Who in this day is using a crossbow?"
Man literally has what he believes to a Krogan running at him with a helicopter blade. He's concerned about arrows.
Because, like, this isn't. I understand that.
We are giving these poor Batarians such a headache.
Alright, that Batarian is going to shoot at you, Bradley.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have great to hit modifiers.
18 is the.
Had disadvantage because he's still frightened. Nope. Alright, the Spectre is going to shoot the Batarian. next to Bradley, which I need to pull up his stat block for. The one nearest to Bradley, and miss, and then he's going to shoot again, and he's going to miss again. That Batarian is going to try to shoot at Bradley. I don't know which one that is, but you're the biggest threat right now, so they're shooting at you.
I'm the supposed Krogan charging at them.
Misses
with a sword.
again. Emiria, your turn.
All right.
I'm the AC tank.
Emiria
I'm just
will
tanking
try
things.
to inconspicuously waltz over. Well, I guess not waltz. That's not the correct term. Just kind of walk over there
It's
casually.
a phrase, though. You
and-
waltz on over, you know? It's a phrase. It's an idiom.
Well, we'll have the
Strange.
claw swarm get in front of me, forming into almost a wall of hands. Because who needs cover when you have a portable cover?
Okay, yes,
yeah,
that is
everyone,
it. That is
the
a thing you
hands are
can do.
back. The hands are back, everyone.
That is a thing you can do. You have half cover from your claw swarm.
Yep. I guess okay, gosh, freaking dang it, Sierra. Why are you so far up? How am I supposed to help you if you're all the way over there?
Okay,
Okay.
how did you produce a bunch of claws? I missed that.
Multi-class into Pale Master.
Yes.
No, I mean
multi-class.
flavor text wise, how did you pull them out?
It was they come from this bird cage that I have. Just
Okay.
walking around.
So Miri keeps them in a bird cage.
Yeah.
Winston kept them in a traveling duffel bag. You know, like the old leather like doctor's bag people used to carry.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I half expected you to say that you performed a little curtsy and then they all just proceeded to fall out of your dress and crawl after things.
Anything else, Emiria?
Ew.
Okay, so I was going to action use a spell, that being what is it? That being bless, to bless the three strongest guys that I know, but that only has a range of 30 feet. And Bradley, our dear Sierra, wants to be all the way over here, so now I gotta choose different targets.
Our dear
Um,
stud
to the
muffin
three
ran too
ranged
far away.
characters.
Yes, our dear stud muffin. So we're going to have to do with second option, our schnitzel over here. I haven't figured out a name for Legion yet. And then our dear Spectre. We'll choose those three guys.
Okay.
So Emiria will pull out her strange lightning rod thing and proceed to electrocute you. But it's not the bad kind of electrocute. The good kind.
The Spectre.
Which is Legion
The
for a moment
Spectre.
where he's like power at 400% capacity.
Yeah. The Spectre. The Spectre jumps and turns back towards you. He stares
Goes
for a
again.
long moment at Emiria. You know what? There's time to ask about that later. All right.
I'm
With
curious.
free
Does
hand, I
Legion
just
say
do a
that
You're
little.
not the
power
only
of
one with
400%?
questions about that one.
We all have questions.
Hagar
about
just
that one.
slowly turns around and just looks at Emiria. It's like, why are you like this?
Nope. Still gonna miss. Bradley, your turn.
Okay.
They are no
One of
longer.
those-
They are
Bonus
no longer.
action.
They are no longer
Adrenaline
frightened
rush.
of you because they're.
Yeah. Bonus action, adrenaline rush. Action. Ah! Oh, there's a wall. I vault myself over the cover, and I just
Okay.
whee!
Make an athletics check
Okay.
to avoid falling on your face.
Combat roll. Don't fail me now.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh.
Okay.
It was pretty much if
I'm
you
not gonna-
rolled a nat 1, you were gonna fall on your face. Otherwise, you were fine.
Okay.
I'm not
Token
gonna lie,
bug it up,
I kind of wished that was what happened.
All right. Yeah, I moved you to your spot.
And then let's see here. Oh, I do not technically have exotic proficiency, so I'm not proficient holding it in one-handed. Oh well. Smack him with the sword. Hiya!
Okay. No, an 11 does not hit.
Sad.
Now that he has his stuff together, he's going to try to hit you with an Omni Blade. And is going to hit you finally.
Owie. 30.
Well, it wouldn't be the
Why did it drop?
humans if they had. Well, it wouldn't be the UNSC if they didn't have a crippling weakness against seemingly energy weapons.
You take 7 damage.
Okay.
I know that's not what an Omniblade is, but like,
Nilo.
all right,
It was 36 earlier. What?
all right. So, do I have enough range to hit this guy?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot and do the peek up to shoot one of my repeating shots at him.
Okay.
Let me just double check what that roll is.
It's actually plus an additional 1 to that.
Oh, okay. That is not a valid roll. Okay.
Yep, it should be 30. I don't know why it was 36 earlier. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Get him some some of this here. Not plus 109. What the fuck? A D109 is what I almost rolled.
And you also are going
Pretty
to
sure
add an additional 1 to the damage.
Oh, okay.
Is it just my screen, or is everyone else saying me in 2 different squares up here?
Oh. Nah, it's just you.
Just you, yeah.
Okay. I want to refresh the page, see if that fixes it.
Okay. Then I suppose I should. First of all, I need to double check what my combat drone's able to actually do.
It can shoot people.
Ah.
That's on your extras tab.
Mm-hmm.
Extras tab, huh? Oh, there it is. All right. Let's see. Doesn't actually say that my combat drone does anything, but
It has an attack.
Legion. What?
It has an action.
Oh, okay.
It's called like Force Bolt or something.
There it is. Range weapon attack.
Oh, by the way,
Ah,
I'm just gonna mention that the captain, even though it says Blue Sun's captain and everything, he's not actually a Blue Sun. I just didn't want it, just in case for future reference, I didn't want to have to make a different one. So,
Yeah.
he's not actually a Blue Sun. He's just a criminal
Yeah.
that the Blue Suns are protecting.
All right. So he's not actually wearing Blue Sun's armor. Got it.
No.
Okay. And I just want to point out, first of all, I need to actually check something.
Well, I went after him because I figured he was the important
Oh,
one. He's
Yes.
the important
okay.
Yep.
This little guy is gonna hover over here, so that he's in range now. Puts him out in the open, but I mean, what's the worst case? I just respawn him. Also, he's better at this than me.
Who's better at this?
Although he rolled the exact same.
Yep, still hits. I want to check something real quick. I'm pretty sure you can actually use your intelligence for your gun because you're a battlesmith.
Huh. I think I might already. Yeah, I'm already doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm already doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Nilo's stats are kind of trash.
Okay.
I just need to check the damage now. Yes.
It's a D4 plus proficiency.
It is. So D4 plus, I believe it's
2.
Yeah, 2. Okay. Yeah. take some of that, buddy.
Okay.
As for Legion, yeah, you know what? You know what? He's gonna continue the trend and snipe the dude
Mm-hmm.
that I was already shooting at.
Okay.
I think he hits.
Yeah.
I think he hits.
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
And is that? Am I reading that right? Yes, I am. 2d6 plus 2. There we go. And that is all for me. Retake cover, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Vagar.
Alrighty. I think. Oh yeah, nope. I am just going to scooch up a bit, get close and move, bitch. Close and personal with the Spectre, and I'm going to shoot this guy again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you do have a D4 if you want to add to it.
The attack roll, because you've
We're
been blessed.
all of us
Oh, yeah.
cuddling up against
Joey, roll a
a
d4.
skunk.
Oh well, technically you can choose if you want to or save it. It's weird like that.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
bless gets added to the damage, right?
No, it's attack roll, I believe.
Nah, it's just the attack roll.
Okay, never mind
Unfortunately.
then. Never mind. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Oh, that. So I don't need to use. Okay. Cool.
I don't know if I was supposed to roll the d4 or not.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
11
Okay.
damage.
'Kay.
There we go, and that's all from the boy.
All right. This guy is gonna run. Ten, 15, 20, you know, he runs. The other Blue Suns members shout after him, "Coward!"
He needs to find himself some metagel.
The Spectre is gonna shoot at the other one up front. Actually, the Spectre is gonna do something fun. Spectre
Dave
vaults cover.
was really looking forward to
10,
experiment on
15,
alien
20,
flesh.
25,
Oh well, there's still others.
30. The Spectre holds out one of his hands towards this guy. And after a quick strength saving throw.
Does he throw? Wait, is this Vector a Vanguard?
Let's find out.
Because
He
I have a
fails
feeling this
miserably.
Suns member is about to chuck.
He goes flying into the pit with a bit of like bluish purplish energy around him.
Yeah. So I actually asked, so what weapon is the Spectre carrying?
The Spectre carries a rifle, but did that.
Yeah. So that wasn't shove. That was lift.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just me doing. It's just me having
Bionic.
fun. I
Yeah,
just made stuff up there.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Sentinel
I
and
was just
Scepter Vanguard.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go.
Vanguard.
I just go. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can recreate in game. You can recreate that with like a gravity well.
You can also do it with gravity sinkhole, but that's an adept specific one.
But yeah,
I mean, I suppose there are the extra abilities to lift.
he very clearly is a biotic. That is.
Yeah.
I mean-
That is actually what I say. I'm like, Caleb, wasn't expecting him to be a biotic.
What now?
You did not hear that. Emiria.
Could not have heard that.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I
Spartans
don't
do
have a
have
way to
hyper-attuned
actually
senses.
manage this guy from all the way over there.
You're busy. You
How-
didn't hear it.
Yeah, I know.
Also, I don't
is
have
this?
my Also, I don't have our radios connected.
Like,
Yeah.
How
We have
deep is it?
radios.
How deep is the pit?
Yep.
You can't see the
2D.
bottom.
Okay, well, there goes more wasted flesh. All right.
Well, I mean, she can see the bottom, but it's also an absurd distance.
Yeah, it's so far that like if you went over that you would die.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I think this is higher up than Amiri has ever been, and I didn't know we were on this big of a sky bridge.
Yeah, I didn't until I realized where I needed to take cover. That's why I took cover over here and not over here.
There are railings, by the way.
Yeah. Clearly didn't help.
he smashed him through the railing. Yes.
Mhm. Well, that's
I just hope
one of my favorite
this guy isn't
Vanguard adept
Isn't an evil shepherd clone?
I
powers
just hope
is the
this isn't
throw
related
where
to
you just
Arya.
yeet them into walls. I mean, the biotic throw is just amazing. It's glorious.
Okay, so how
I
big
love
is Legion?
Legion
Size of a man.
is about human sized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Regards.
Shepard's able to like look eyeballs in the flashlight.
Okay, well,
How you don't
none
get
of this
blinded looking directly.
will get
Moving
there
on.
in a
Moving on.
reasonable time frame. Yeah, yeah, that's like at least 2 turns away. Amiria would rather prefer being over here, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. So, and I don't know if I trust this area at all that well, but I guess like, hmm, Amiria and company will move up. So 30 feet. So that would be right there. And I guess we are also simultaneously blocking the way. Um, a little homunculus. And me. For action, we are taking the dodge action as
Okay.
I hunker behind my slightly disturbing wall of hands.
Alrighty. This dude is going to shoot at the Spectre.
Ah.
Ah.
He just chucked his friend off a cliff.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling if anyone's going to be drawing aggro, it's going to be the Spectre. That's why I got behind him.
Mhm.
Oh, my keyboard's lagging. It's really annoying. There we go. Come on. Okay, whatever. He takes 4 damage. Bradley.
Oh.
Okay. Quick question: does smacking you with my shield since it's in my offhand, is that a bonus action for 2-weapon fighting or no?
Yes, you could do that, but it
Okay.
would but you obviously wouldn't add your modifier.
Well, yeah. Okay, so first attack, smack with the sword,
Lord.
15. And then bonus action, whack. That's
Nope.
okay. So that's a 9 to hit. So I think that misses.
So D20 plus 6, so it's actually a 3.
Well, no. You don't add modifier for the damage roll. You add modifier for the attack roll.
He misses you.
Yeah. Oh,
Nilo.
he missed.
Oh, what does he
I
have
was
to do?
gonna. No. So he missed. I'm gonna. I'm gonna burn my other exploit die for repost.
Okay.
So actually no. So I would have added a D4 to my attack if the attack missed, which it did. You can immediately attack with a weapon attack. So chop. So he takes another 10 because a 22 definitely hit.
Oh no. I just accidentally full screened. Please tell me that didn't mess up my whole recording. Don't think so. Okay. This episode might be super laggy because my computer's been having issues lately.
All good.
Well, that is understandable.
So, Nilo, your turn.
Okay, first of all, how much movement is reduced to vault?
None.
Okay, in which case I am going to would I be able to get there reasonably?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Make an athletics or
I'm gonna go ahead
acrobatics
and
check for the vault real quick.
yeah, sure.
Fall off into the
You
abyss.
won't fall off. You'll just fall on your face.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yes.
Take cover and this guy's fine. Take care of this dude. Give him another shot.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
I just need to double check. Like my backlog, I have too many things to do, so my backlog isn't filled with my goods.
Mhm.
It would also help if my computer didn't open that window. Thank you very much. That frickin' window that goes up whenever I put my mouse to the lower right.
Mhm.
I don't even fully understand what that is. I just hate it.
Anyways.
There it is. Okay, 11 to him.
Okay.
Have Legion adjust cover and take and go ahead and snipe him.
Same guy.
Legion's better at this than me. Yep. Same guy. Legion's better at this than me.
I mean,
Okay.
Legion is a lot more experienced than you.
Yep. Oh, for God's sakes.
So he is in the middle of, I guess, rebooting his software, which is why you're getting him
And the fact
at
that
your
his
level and
hardware
not
is
at like
complete trash
super
right
hard.
now. Okay. That. My combat drone is just going to move here.
Mhm.
Because that is all it needs to move to be in range to attack the same guy.
Ooh,
And
nat 20. Add an extra 4 damage.
because of course he did. 4 plus 4. 44 plus 4 plus 2. Got it. There he is.
Okay.
And that's all from me.
Alrighty. Vagar.
Alrighty, so baby boy's going to vault over
Okay. Make
and
a check. Athletics or
yeah,
acrobatics.
yep.
I'm sorry, just zoom in to my character token next to the Spectre, and it's like our character tokens are lovingly looking in each other's eyes.
That was a 17.
Yep, you're fine.
Okay, cool. And then he is going to get up close and personal again with Spectre. And he's going to go for I think Sierra has the captain, so I'm gonna go and shoot this
You
guy.
criminal. Okay.
There you go.
That's a nat 20, bitch!
Alright.
Oh, nice.
Light crossbow, right?
Yeah.
So add an extra 8
Extra 8.
damage.
That's a plus 8 to that.
14.
14.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
All right. Spectre. Gonna take a shot at the criminal, not at the remaining Blue Suns member. Not gonna hit. Gonna take another shot. That one, maybe that one will hit. He's currently in a fist fight, so he doesn't get cover. Yes, that one does hit. Actually, both of them hit. So the first one.
Would you look at that?
Okay. And the second one, instead of shooting a bullet, he shoots a net.
Oh.
Huh.
Fancy.
So he has to make a saving throw. That he fails. This dude is restrained in what appears to be an electrified net.
Ah.
Emiria.
Goody.
Okay, I was gonna have the claw swarm attack that, but I don't think that's a smart idea now. Worst
I'm
part
not
is,
sure what we're doing is a smart idea, but you know.
yeah, this is not gonna be able to make that distance. All right. What is it? Because I feel like if the claw swarm tries to attack the captain, they're gonna get electrified as well.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? So we are actually going to do the same thing. Curse my melee people. We're gonna move up here.
See, this is why I took dash
Action.
action the first round. Close the
Oh.
distance.
Yep. And you have a movement of that far. Okay. Well, a little bit farther. But we want little Ivo over here. And as bonus action, he's going to attempt to make an attack on the electrified enemy.
Okay.
1d20.
Okay, so I imagine Shepard's just gonna be like, "What the hell is that?"
The Spectre does say that exactly.
14.
You actually have advantage, so check and see if you get a crit.
Because this stuff is nowhere
You
near
hit?
Mass Effect.
Yep.
Strangely enough.
Alright. Does it hit?
Yes.
Rolling 1d4 plus 4. 5 damage. As little Ivo shoots an eye beam, and as Emiria notes, wait a second, I don't remember you. I don't remember putting that in.
All right. This dude is. He looks around, realizes that that the guy he's supposed to protect is compromised. Realizes he's probably gonna die if he stays here. He says, "This isn't worth it. You're on your own," and then he runs.
I just hope this guy isn't under the protection of Arya. Otherwise, we are screwed.
Bradley, before your turn, the Spectre stands up out of his cover. Looks like we have him subdued. I was sent to bring this criminal in, dead or alive, so I'd prefer to do it alive.
How about unconscious?
That would work as well.
What
Is he
the
currently?
stance on
Is he
him
still
missing
conscious,
an
or did the electronet knock him out?
He is currently conscious and glaring up at you because he's tried to struggle a little bit, but he got shocked. So
Using the base, the thick, inch and a half of hard light on the base of my shield, I basically just knock it on his head to knock him out.
all right, make an attack roll.
Okay. Hard light shield. 18.
Yeah, you knock him out cold.
Clunk.
He,
I sheath the
he
the
stands
sword
up
and
out of
just
cover and
grab him by one ankle and just drag him and half toss him over.
okay, yeah. Thanks for the assist. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, we were kind of looking for you, actually.
He looks around at each of you. And who
That's,
are
that's
you
good, I guess.
exactly?
Yeah, I don't like him. What do you say?
And who
And he asked
are
who
all of
we
you
are.
exactly?
That is
Needham.
surprisingly complicated.
Needham.
Amiria will put forth a hand. I am Amiria West, PhD.
He shakes your hand. And the rest of you?
Needham Bagara. Vasraya. What's your name?
He's going to tell you a code name. I don't actually know off the top of my head what the code name would be.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But he tells you what is very
Does it
clear.
have any military rank
No.
in it?
He tells you,
Oh, okay.
but he tells you what is very clearly a code name.
Ah, yes. I have something of a code name myself, you see. I don't actually say that part.
Yeah. And that's Sierra 31, not exactly a talker.
Sir.
I'm not of
I just do
importance.
the head nod with the full Spartan helmet.
Oh, and this grumpy of fellow over here is Vigar.
Vagar.
Vagar. Vagar. We'll have to fix that sometime.
Yeah.
You already.
She scratches out the first name in the notes. It's like, Vagar.
You want me to spell it out for you?
Please do.
Okay.
While they're talking about that,
Yeah.
the Spectre turns to Nilo. So I take it you and maybe the big guy are the only, well, and Legion are the only two actually from around here.
I'm
Come to
from a
think of it,
similar world.
he turns around to look at Legion. How are you here? I thought I heard you died on Rannoch.
As soon as I speak up, I'd be like, see, that's part of the complicated part.
That was greatly exaggerated.
Let me drink some water before I even attempt to do this voice again.
Okay.
One moment. Lubricate the old pipes.
Gotta wet your whistle.
Wet my whistle. All right. Our destruction on Brannock was not as permanent as we were initially led to believe.
Well, that's good news. Did you already let?
Starting to think.
Did
Yeah.
did you are? Did you already make sure that Tally knows about that?
Creator Zora and Shepherd Commander have been appraised.
Good. Two of them were feeling down about that. Well,
Get
since
noises.
since you've got since you've clearly met the boss, I think it's safe if I drop the act. He takes his helmet off. I gave
Yeah.
you a code name earlier for safety. He holds out a hand to Nilo. Caden Alenko, at your service.
Mmm.
Oh, so you let Ashley die in this timeline?
Yes?
I mean,
mean,
fair.
who doesn't?
Fair. Hayden has a better storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So the Sentinel. I was close with the Vanguard.
oh,
It was close. Also, Caden would be the one that'd be
but
like, dead or alive. I prefer alive because Caden has
good. We're
good moral compass.
Mm-hmm.
glad to see you're not who I was afraid you'd be.
Who were you
It
afraid I'd be?
That's where it would
mentioned that
get insanely complicated.
remember that as I like sort of scratch part of my helmet almost. Remember that complicated part I mentioned? Let's just say there are multiple versions of the man you know as Shepard running around.
Clones? We dealt with one of those a while back.
See, I don't think they're
What?
clones. Like it's very
Oh yeah,
di-
that's right. I read about that online already.
it's very difficult. So there was the normal one on Rannoch with Zora,
It
that we
was
met.
it was
And then there was a
something
drunk
like
one
that.
rambling on about her but dying, which is odd. And then there's a third one. Well, we think it's a third one, running around in armor that looks well. And I just gesture a hand up and down to him.
We were basically we ran into a second shepherd and went on it. And so real shepherd, right? Whatever. Shepherd told us to search for anything that might have anything to do with shepherd. So
hmm we checked your crew. We checked your
so
ship
we
with
we checked
the Turian
we went
duel.
after the Normandy, confirmed everything was fine. Went after found a hologram just spouting some spouting
Nonsense.
some j- joke, spouting some propaganda. Apparently, Shepard thinks it's a joke from somebody. And well, there aren't many. Well, there aren't very many N7 armors that are well known. So when my search pinged an N7 armor in Omega, we had to come investigate.
Well, sorry to disappoint.
Your friend probably could explain this better than we can. I suggest you call him when you get some spare time.
Well, I'll see to it eventually. Gotta haul this one in first. He walks over to the
Mhm.
to the
Yeah,
the
I drug him.
criminal
I
and
drug him with me. I
yeah,
basically just
yeah.
tossed him at his feet.
He untangles the net and then picks the guy up and just pulls him over one shoulder. Starts heading off in one direction. Well, sorry to say I can't really help with your search. Good to meet you, though.
Understandable. You have
Thank
a good day.
thank you, Miss. Thank you, Agent. Well, I'm sure.
He's a major.
Uh, I don't know what the appropriate thing is to say.
Well, unless he
Carry
told
on.
us his rank, we
Yeah.
wouldn't know he's a major because none of us are closely affiliated with him or Shepard's team.
Yeah, but I just call him Agent because he's
Yeah.
a Spectre.
He's also. He is also that, but unless
Yeah.
unless
He puts his
he told us his rank.
helmet back on and nods and then
Yeah.
leaves.
Yeah. As far as like, in all honesty, it was kind of weird that that Shepard still went by Commander Shepard, considering that being a Spectre meant he didn't really have an official rank anymore. He was kind of he was basically FU rank.
Yep.
What's also weird is how the game bleeds the lines between Marine Corps and Navy ranks.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Anyways,
Well, let's head back to the Duchess. They let them know that this lead was a dead end, thankfully.
I
you
deactivate my shield, and you see me starting to wipe blood off my blade, and then I sheath it back.
you you get back to the ship without any trouble.
Yeah.
Good news or bad news?
It turned out to be a
Since
friend of the original, not a copy.
completely different person.
Well, as as he's um as he's thinking, um just like a person that I'm not going to describe in detail, comes up to the edge of the ship. You're not actually on the ship, by the way, right now. You're like on the loading
Dock,
ramp
gangplank.
on the docking area. He comes up to Nilo. Got a message for you. I assume
Huh?
you're Nilo Megara?
Yes.
Who's it from?
What?
Message from. Wow, you have friends in high places. Message from Shepard himself. He said that he got a new lead. Might be of interest to you.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Does he have the lead, or do I need to go to a?
He didn't want to send it over unsecured channels. He
All right.
suggests you return to Rannoch.
All right. Thank you. Well, we need to. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna turn around. Apparently, we need to go back to Rannoch.
Lovely.
All right, let's get back there then.
About this time, Skirbo starts walking back. No, Ticker was not aware he left.
He needed to get a souvenir after all.
You need to get those model
Yeah, no.
ship.
In one hand, Skirbo indeed does have a model kit of freaking Sovereign.
Does he have a bag of fish in the other?
No.
Or fish for the fish tank.
No. The other hand has something even more terrifying that makes Nilo actually kind of gasp and back up a bit. Because his other hand seems to have a bloody chitinous plate.
Oh, he got the head plate off of a Krogan, didn't he?
Yep.
The crazy bugger.
He just walks.
He's
just
Captain,
walking in.
if you don't mind me saying,
All this
what is that in your hand?
time spent. Head plate off this large feller. Had a bit of a temper, that one. Lot easier to take off than I thought it'd be.
Hey, can I see
This was
that?
procured.
Can I get a closer look at that?
He shows it.
Can I hold it?
Hands it.
I'm gonna grab it and then book it to the. and then book it.
I wish to just reach my hand out and just grab Vagar by the shoulder before he can even get anywhere with
Make
my
a
superhuman reflexes.
make an athletics check. Vagar also make a check. You know, athletics or acrobatics. We're just doing a grapple check here.
21.
I'm at it. Is my D4 still there? Or no?
No, it's been more than a minute. That's still with a
God
4 now.
damn it!
Yeah.
Oh god. No!
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just get grabbed by Bradley.
My hand is just
Let
on
go of
his
me!
shoulder.
Let go of me!
Wouldn't have got.
Let go of me! I will
far.
bite your hand off!
You wouldn't have gotten far anyway. As he snatches it back. Turns. Oh, don't give me that look, Mr. Ticker. We're spending all this time in this sphere. I had to see what the local neighborhood was like.
Did you
And
have
yes, I procured
to?
this through through the legal tenders.
Did
As the,
he
as the two of them
he
walk up, I just
stares at
turn to
the
Milo and all them.
he
Gotta
indicate
keep an eye on that one.
Ticker
Got a couple of screws loose.
indicates the head plate. Did you start the fight?
Does it matter?
Well, we shouldn't be starting
he didn't.
fights everywhere we go.
Of course I bloody didn't. Besides, his kind seemed quite content with starting something.
Fair enough.
That is, Krogans are quite an aggressive species. They are also very strong.
Is that why those mercs mistook me for one of those when I was running full tilt?
I'm still not sure why. You don't have a big enough head for it.
Looking at the head
Krogan,
plate,
is
and
that
then
what you? Is
I
that what
take
it's
off
called?
my full helmet. I look between my helmet and the head plate, and I'm like, "Yep, definitely don't have big enough head." And I re-see it.
Krogan, is that what it's called? He just screams.
I just shrugged.
I just heard him scream some bollocks, and some bollocks about watching where I was going. Just,
And
as he sort of starts casually walking up the
yeah,
gangplank, and
I turn to Ticker and be like, "Is he going to be taking trophies from inhabitants of every sphere we visit?"
Ticker shrugs. Depends on what kind of creatures we encounter. Captain likes to have memorabilia. Keepsakes.
Mary
comes
comes running up the
If he
plank.
gets involved with the Sangheili swordsman,
That's where you. She's like, where the hell have you been? What the hell did you do? and it's like,
I am immediately saying
any of you could have asked Duchess where I went. Duchess wouldn't say anything. She's screaming after him as he just saunters calmly back into his cabin. It was just too good to pass up the idea of Skirbo just casually walking past us, nobody having realized he even left.
Except
I
Mary.
saw him leave and waited for him to leave before I asked the question of, does he
only
always
two
do this?
people on the ship knew he left. Mary, because of course, and Duchess, because of course. What a mad lad. So
Ticker goes back to the
what's our heading?
back to
Back to
Rannoch.
Rannoch.
Well, make it happen.
Right? Yeah. You get back to the rocky planet. Taker once again sets the ship down outside of up on the cliff, but now it's not a crash landing.
Yeah.
Um,
I had every confidence in you, Mr. Ticker. Yeah.
you
Sorry,
head
that was more just a memory of like when they crashed.
yeah.
He was
Uh,
way too calm for that.
you you descend into the town again. Head back to the same house that you remember.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Still clanking away.
Mhm.
Thunk, thunk, thunk.
Okay.
My half-ton of Mjolnir.
What a strange life, what a strange turn my life has taken. Now I'm being specifically ordered to come talk with Shepard.
I just sort of pat you on the shoulder lightly, and I'm putting air quotes around light. It's light for me, so you probably like almost fall flat on your face the first time.
Yeah.
You get used to strange summons and in military service. I've had nothing but strange occurrences for the last 30 years.
And well, your special forces, you're
I
some
was
kind of
trained to
special.
fight terrorists, and I fought I fought genocidal aliens for 30 years.
I was just an engineer.
At least you knew there were other spacefaring species out there. We didn't, and all of a sudden they wanted us dead.
So,
Well, we didn't know about the Reapers either.
so we knock at the door.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You get answered by Tally, because Shepard kind of couldn't answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She lets you in.
I forget if I'm still supposed to refer to her as Admiral or not.
Um,
I
I don't
forgot.
think you ever asked.
Yeah, no. Okay then.
Your character
Because
would
I know
probably
I
have
called
gone
her
on the
Admiral
assumption that
before,
she's
and
still
I know
Admiral.
Shepard told me to drop the commander.
Yeah.
So because I called him commander, but yeah, so I guess if Tally hadn't told me to stop with the Admiral, then I'm still gonna do it. What time of day is it?
Morning.
Okay. Good morning, Admiral.
You're back.
Command. Yes, Command. Shepard wanted to speak to us.
Come on in. I'm not trying to do her voice. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't feel like it right
No,
now.
I know. I know. I know. There are voices even I won't attempt.
Mm-hmm.
You step in and Shepard is there in his wheelchair still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sir.
How did it go on Omega?
Yeah, turns out
Well,
it was your friend Alenko catching a crook.
Suppose that makes sense. He became a Spectre during the war.
I
Well,
wouldn't. I didn't keep up with the politics of who became a Spectre and not. I was too busy with.
Not dying.
There were about 500,000 other things on the news at the time.
well, I did get a new thing you might want to investigate. Got a call from an old friend. He said clone of mine. He said that I showed up out of nowhere, out a ways. Said I was fighting some old enemies. Was wondering if it was actually me or not, or if it was another clone. Sounds like this other duplicate never managed to heal his scars.
Scars.
Scotters?
We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
After an attack a few years ago, a year or so ago, an attack almost killed me, and
I
Cerberus
believe
brought me back to life.
I
Oh,
believe in this
okay.
timeline it was about 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago, that's what he says then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
had some pretty nasty scars at first, but they faded
Oh,
eventually.
oh, yours faded? Interesting. I don't think
Wait,
Linda's
so
faded.
those
058
reports
first
about
person
you
also
being
reviving her.
Wait, so those reports about you being killed weren't exactly exaggerated?
Not exactly. It's
Good
actually
surgeon in a
quite
cryotube
it's
or what?
actually quite incredible that Cerberus managed to bring me back. I spent from what I hear, I spent way longer than would be typically possible out in a vacuum.
Oh, well, no, that would be a problem. 058 wasn't in a vacuum when she died.
Yeah. Not to
And
mention they
she did
spent
put her in a
yeah,
cryotube very
yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
Then she
From
spent
what I
months in the
remember, they
cryotube
spent
while
2
getting revived.
years rebuilding him
Yeah,
and an
Yep.
untold amount of credits.
yeah.
Yep. My Spartan is just mumbling off about what he
I,
vaguely through the grapevine because he wasn't attached to Blue Team heard about what happened to 058 and how she was dead and then revived because that actually did happen.
hmm
yeah.
Linda did die at Reach and was revived by
So it
Halsey
Yeah.
after
And
sounds
Alpha Halo.
so it
and let me tell
sounds
you, with how much crap I want to shovel the elusive man, I do have to give him credit for the fact that he basically just gave his science team a blank check and said,
Go fix the
pointed
problem.
at a freaking at a charred, exploded, and every other horrible thing that could have happened to it corpse, and
Said
just
fix.
and said, "Make this man well again," and then left, which was
Where is
probably the
this?
most Chad movie ever performed.
Where did
Yep.
you say this was at?
he looks at Nilo. You might want to sit down because you're not gonna like it.
Oh, here we go.
I find a seat.
He he still looks at Nilo for a second. Said the clone was spotted on Tachanka.
I look at Neela looking for any kind of significance. What's the special about Tachanka? All right, what's so special about Tachanka?
I do kind of like a uh well, could I get some water?
He hands you a glass.
uh I pull out my emergency induction port.
Emergency induction port. Talia. Wrong. Emergency
Yeah.
induction port.
Yeah, no, and I pretty much drain that glass.
Okay.
Tachankas, and
Drunk
it
Callie
is the
was one of my favorites.
absolutely. And I just now fiddling with the empty glass. Tachanka is the homeworld of the Krogans. It is also notoriously irradiated and
And
with a hostile ecosystem and
oh, so
is
just reefs radioactive with Krogan on it.
Irradiated mean.
as well as being known for thresher maws and in fact I keep hearing absurd. In fact, one of the more absurd. Some of it, I'm sure, is exaggerated. I mean, I've even heard stories that they had thresher moths so big they ate a reaper, which I'm sure is fiction.
Shepherd chuckles. Her name is Calros.
Like
I just in my
like
head
any and
snapped to
all
him so fast.
any and
All
all
the space
emotion
started
that
to
can
my
be
neck break,
conveyed in
and I'm
my
like,
person
you
and
you've seen this giant worm.
any and all emotion I had suddenly drains and I just look at him. What do you mean her name? This actually happened.
You've seen this thing,
Wasn't
and you're still sitting here.
wasn't the craziest way I've ever taken down a reaper.
What are you talking about? It
I
absolutely
somehow doubt
was.
that. I
Is he
somehow
talking about
doubt that.
sexually or what?
Wasn't the I'm gonna say wasn't the most deadly encounter he's had with a reaper actually.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
that one that is true.
Nothing beats
Calling
Harbinger.
in orbital bombardment on a strike you're standing
No,
100
no, I
yards
want to
over
point out
from is
nothing will
very
ever
dangerous.
beat his encounter with Harbinger because he took a shot from Harbinger and walked away from
Yeah,
that.
wasn't the
That's true.
most deadly encounter with a reaper I've had.
You make it sound like you were on foot around the area where it happened.
I was. I set up the maw hammers to waken her.
I just facepalm and mutter, and I thought blue team's exploits were insane.
Maw hammers. They, of course, the Krogan would have a hammer that specifically summons a giant
Summon?
monster, a giant monster that would.
Oh, this is not Lake Reach at all. It's full of
Yeah,
insane pits,
no, no, no,
insane
no.
asylums. Like,
So I turn back to.
it's just Reach
So
with a little extra radiation and Krogan. No, it's not.
so I like fully clap my hands together,
It's an insane asylum.
gesture towards 31. So everything I've heard about that nightmare of a place is true, apparently.
Lovely. Just like
It has
home,
also,
but
it's
not
also,
at the same time.
it is commonly one of the chief places Quarians should never go.
Because everything's trying to kill you.
That and our biology would immediately collapse on that planet. The Krogan are everything they are because of natural evolution, specifically resulting from the hostile worlds they originated on. And
Oh,
that was before
lovely.
they, if I am remembering my history correctly,
Oh,
nuked
just
themselves into oblivion.
lovely. Just lovely.
I,
I'm so glad we don't have an Oni spook traveling with us. They'd never
I,
leave.
and I, and something about curing the genophage, which means there should be more of them now.
Peachy.
I don't know how this. I don't know how this planet is going to be.
Are there any other horrors you wish to warn me about before we go here? Go there.
I
Anything
turn back.
crazy
The
like
Reapers are gone,
stealth
right?
sword-wielding maniacs or giant mega worm colonies with plasma cannons? Maybe a
I
hidden
turn back.
supercarrier you wanna add to this madness?
I turn back. There are no Reapers in the area, right? That's gone.
Shepard takes a sharp breath inwards. Not exactly.
And what is that supposed to?
The Reapers aren't genocidal anymore, but they're not gone either.
Okay, I
And
need to roll to not have a panic attack.
what does
What is that?
that
A
mean?
wisdom save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if they're not trying to kill you, what are they doing?
Okay.
You managed to stave off the panic attack.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Keep it together.
The, he looks at Nilo. Sorry, I've been around them so much I became desensitized.
I'm still, as far as I'm concerned, the war was only 3 days ago.
Well,
What?
at the end of the war, the Crucible turned out to be some sort of strange ancient tech. Reaper tech, I think. Anderson ended up activating it.
So that's where he went off to after I squished your friend, and I pull out
I'm
another little bit
getting
of piece of
deja
Reaper tech
vu.
and
I
flick it
feel
off.
like we had this exact conversation.
Oh yes,
I feel like we had this exact conversation.
maybe I
Keep
can't
going because
Yeah.
it partially makes sense, but also because it's been a minute.
I
Yeah.
don't know how it happened exactly or what exactly happened, but the Reapers have been helping us rebuild.
Oh, yeah, we had this conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
That's still hard to wrap. It's still hard to wrap my head around that that's what's happening.
We were all pretty shocked at first, too. There's a couple of smaller models around the area that you'll be going on to Chunka. Nothing Sovereign class.
Peachy. Just peachy.
Even the even the littler ones were nothing. Even the littler ones were too much. Sometimes I can't get those screams out of my head.
Or if they're
Scream.
docile, or at least not trying to kill everything, I think we should be fine.
Have you not been listening? Those robots tried to exterminate everything.
Yes, yes. The vampires tried to kill all of the peasants last Tuesday, but they got over it.
What?
Yeah, there was that whole thing with like the machine cult just coming in from giant tendrils from other planets, some suicidal bid to infect every world with oil.
I
I
immediately then
fully
looked to Vagar. Did you have a giant robot race try to eliminate your people too?
I don't
my
know what the fuck a robot is.
my
We'll take that
entire
as a
body
no.
language has
You're the only
shifted.
one.
What's a robot?
Exactly, yeah.
You said the machine people.
Yes, the
Same,
machine people.
same thing.
Constructs?
Yes, those.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
that's what you primitives call them.
I would like.
Though Prometheans are only showing up on a couple of worlds. Very strange. Who knows what they are? We shall see.
What are you trying to say, Joey?
I like Nilo's just like her body language isn't with the way she has her hands positioned and everything is just reading a what the actual hell are you talking about?
Apparently, they are the only one that hasn't had a planet full of robot people trying to kill everyone.
Yeah, you see, after the vampires stopped the sun from rising, they had this big old wedding, and luckily we crashed in time, and then the machine showed up.
What?
I'm like looking between Emiria and Shepard, and just like slowly my hands
He
like
looks about
drifting
as
towards Emiria.
he looks about as confused as you do.
As I'm like, am I losing it? Because between the textbook post-traumatic stress disorder I'm suffering from the Reaper War and this gesture towards everyone else in the party, I I feel like I'm officially losing my mind.
You might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it gets better, I think.
No, it doesn't.
The PTSD? That depends on how bad you got it.
It depends how many times it happens to you.
Yeah.
This-
Maybe your military has a good shrink, and they're not too busy poking you and prodding you with needles, taking tests, or injecting ceramic onto your bone.
It's like fun.
The sound of that.
Actually, I should start doing that.
Wait, out of character, did the Spartan just give the Dr. Jekyll an idea? Oh no.
And you just you just gave Vigar
you just
more flashbacks
you just
too,
full
man.
on
Spartan was
I don't
talking about Oni.
I know
Vigar didn't know he was
I know
talking
the
about
title
Oni.
of this episode.
Drama.
Trauma bonding.
trauma center. Oh god. Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah, no. Get Nilo's guaranteed not getting a night's sleep if she ever hears that godforsaken sound again. You know that sound, that big booming horn sound the Reapers make.
Mhm.
She ain't getting a night's sleep after hearing that noise.
Like it's an IMAX movie
That's
theater.
not a sound you recover from.
Mhm.
It changes a man when you hear that noise.
But
The things you see, the things you can't unhear.
this this duplicate of mine was sighted out in a ruined part of an old city, fighting some Krogans from Clan Weirlock.
You've had some beef with that Krogan clan, I suppose.
A few times.
I see. Uh, maybe we should bring the ship's captain. He seems to be good in a fight.
I'd say bring whoever you trust at least.
I don't know if I trust him, but I see. But he was walking with a Krogan headplate. Still seemed to be bleeding.
It was certainly very fresh.
Not sure I trust him, but
I then immediately pull out my own combat knife that's bolted to my chest plate right up my left shoulder and immediately begin inspecting the blade, basically muttering, "Would this work?"
yeah. No, as far as you know, he never gave you an idea of how that happened. Plus, you don't
Well,
even know what a
he did say it was surprisingly easy, and I'm suddenly inspecting my combat knife, and I'm like,
yeah.
Hey, you don't even know what a Krogan looks like yet.
yeah, but I'm just like inspecting my blade.
Yeah.
Maybe. Nah,
Um,
surely wouldn't be that. Well, maybe. I mean,
you'll want to navigate to Clan Erdnot territory. They're the main clan on that planet at this point.
And then when we locate the other you, bring them here?
I'm not sure. That seems to be more your friend with the scanners area of expertise. I see he didn't tag along this time.
No, he didn't.
can't you send your floating drone thing to go fetch him? Or at least send a message?
Well, we're heading that way anyways, so
Fair
wouldn't
enough.
make sense.
What about the other you? The one that's
Yes, how's
sorry, go ahead.
how's the commander?
He's recovering, sobered up. Not sure exactly what's going to happen with him.
We'll try to figure that out.
We'll cross that road when we get there.
Hopefully in a way that we can all sleep at night.
Oh, it's far too late for that, honey.
Have you ever considered not talking?
Oh, what do we like? Listen,
Because everything that comes out of her word.
I see nothing wrong
Anyway,
with it.
I suppose
yes.
I suppose we have to go.
We should go now. I'll simultaneously military turn, step, and walk out the
Yeah.
door. All
Did
four of us
Bradley actually say that?
You know what? Sure, I'll be like, we should go now. Military
we should
step,
go.
clunk, 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 clunk.
You see, as Bradley leaves, you see Shepard and Tally share a glance.
like I half expected Shepard just being like,
Do I sound like that?
just being like, wait a minute, and Tally like trying to hold back a laugh.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so let's not impose on these good people any further. Let's head back to the ship and tell Ticker about stuff, and also ask him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Yeah?
Shepard told you Rex is his contact.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So we should. So we need to go.
Rex.
We need to
He is
talk
clan
to the clan chieftain of Erdnot.
Yes.
Got it.
not Rex. I was half expecting it to be Grunt was the contact, because Rex is a busy man. He's got to rebuild society.
Yeah.
They're both busy men.
Yeah, he heard a report of Shepard appeared out of nowhere and is looking like evil Cerberus Shepard, so I should probably let him know.
I should probably ask the guy whose name literally means hero in my people now.
Yeah.
Like what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Another,
Shepard's not real.
Seems
probably
like
did
the
like a
kind of
little happy dance when he found out. No, that's an evil clone. You can go kill him, and be like, yes,
I
finally,
mean,
some
in all,
entertainment.
yeah, no. In all honesty, he's like, oh, if I didn't have so much to keep track of, I would be running down there to see if I could really square up with Shepard. Mm, it was so much fun last time.
So,
And
where to
yeah,
next?
Someplace,
Obviously the span.
I pull up the
some
star.
horrible,
I
awful
pull up the star map and tell
place
him
called
Are we gonna
Chunka.
need suits?
Tach- we're going to Tachanka, and it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best that we that we be armed for combat.
Mm-hmm.
Tachanka
And
was
all
the Krogans are
rest up.
quite the warlike society, and it seems like we found another variant shepherd. The chieftain of Clan Erdnot has informed our shepherd that that what appeared to be a more scarred version of Shepherd was spotted attacking Clan Werlock. Uh, This is so we are more than likely expecting a fight. What? Also, I must ask, should we be bringing the other shepherd here?
I'm not totally sure yet. Seems like this additional clone is probably going to be a fight, so we'll get information on what
The
happens if
shepherd is so personable. I'm sure there's apparently they've had problems in the past with Weirlock, so perhaps he thinks an old fight is still happening. We might be able to reason.
these duplicates seem pretty different. Could be that this one is more dangerous. At any rate, I don't see any need to bring the other clone. We don't know enough yet. I wish I knew more, but
So what do you suggest we do when we find the Tachanka target?
talk to him. Bring him back to the ship if you can.
All right.
If
If we can.
if a fight breaks out and he's killed, maybe there's some information we can glean from that. He he reaches over to a bin on the next to the helm and pulls out a little device that looks like a sphere and hands it to Nilo. If you take this with you, it should scan the astral energies of any of those clones. I got enough of a read to make a new device for that.
How does this one operate?
It should do it automatically. Just keep it on your person.
All right. I put it in one of the many pockets that are apparently on these suits.
Better in the
Uh,
pocket than mag to my side.
As soon as it touches you, um, a bunch of little legs stick out around the outside. It clambers up to your shoulder and just kind of like anchors itself there.
Interesting.
All right. That ought to. That ought. Well, it's a good thing I already had armor there.
It
Otherwise, that would have been uncomfortable.
it's not anchoring itself hard enough that it would hurt. It's just
Yeah.
Turning
Well,
into like a rich man type
yeah.
suit.
Anyways, point is, it's on, and so I'm gonna. So I pull up the coordinates for Tachanka.
Alright,
Yep.
Ticker navigates off towards that
Question:
planet.
do we get a short rest or a long rest between here and Chunk?
Short rest.
Okay.
Right.
I will mark a short rest.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I
And
didn't lose anything to my
Yeah, you
knowledge.
did-
you all
didn't
see me
use any
pull out a
resources.
weird can that looks a lot like a small fire extinguisher with a long tube. It says biofoam on the side, and I just injected in the one spot where I got stabbed with the Omni blade and basically just squirted it in and be like, that should hold. Okay, I'm gonna roll a hit die even though I only need 7 hit points and my minimum is 8.
Mhm.
Plus 4,
You gotta wait longer for me to do
9.
something.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm recovered a
yeah.
max.
So yeah, you head off towards the planet. You come back into the sphere proper in low orbit. I brought us out a little higher. I'm getting really heavy radiation readings on that planet.
They did mention that.
Did I?
No one
I
It's
forgot to
radioactive.
mention to you they knew. I forgot to mention to you about a couple centuries back they nuked themselves to oblivion.
That would
know
do
what
it.
that means.
Shows how
Yeah,
Believe me
The
if I
sh-
told you this is not
Nigeria.
the worst I've seen.
What
The
is
sh-
it.
the ship is shielded, and I assume your suit is as well.
We should get some. We should probably get them some
I think
suits.
I should
didn't
be
even
fine.
think
Did I
about
forget to
that.
mention I have a nuclear reactor right between my shoulders?
He looks at you for a
You
second. Fair enough. He digs around in the same bin again and pulls out a pair of flat disc-like objects. Hands one to each of one to Vagar and one to Emiria. Put these on your chests.
Okay, then.
I really need to make sure I don't get a suit breach.
After you do that, they basically a faint shield emanates from them, and they kind of hover just above your chest.
Hmm. Would you believe me if I told you this is not the most irradiated planet I've ever seen?
I still
Then
don't know what
again,
the movie means.
very,
Yeah.
very, very little compares to a Nova bomb.
I mean,
Nasty thing.
there are also not fully formed planets.
Think
No,
anyone's
I mean
gonna explain it
intact.
to
Well, I
us?
guess it's not really intact anymore. We deployed a
I go
Nova
over to
bomb, which, well,
Vigor and
He
let's just
navigates
say,
the Ticker is
Yes.
navigating the ship down onto the planet now.
Yeah,
let's just say it
Skirbo.
brings
Skirbo's
a
gonna
white dwarf
come
into
out of
existence for a
the
fraction of
captain.
a second.
Duchess is getting a reading of massive light forms below. Where's what? What's all here?
Apparently, everything that tries to kill you, including more of them Krogan fellers.
Ah, so they were a product of natural evolution, it is, huh?
It would seem that way.
Well, I believe we, I believe we best be, I believe we best be prepared for anything, eh, Mr. Ticker?
Sounds like Krogans aren't the only thing down there. I heard them talking earlier about giant worms.
Those must be the megafauna readings. My my desire to protect the crew takes precedence, but my adventurous curiosity makes me wish to learn more. While we're here, let's see if we can glean any information about these worms.
You
What
land
is
you land down in a ruined city. Um, and
Just as
you find your way into a large underground building where several Krogan are gathered.
Just as homely as I thought it would be.
Just looks more like a bombed out bunker on any one of
So
the
these are
any number
pro-
of glass worlds than a city. Are you
I
sure they
vote
live here?
yes.
I look at text on a wall slowly, uh, to pull out like open my Omni tool, type in some stuff, and then go. This says hospital.
I look at you, and just by the tilt of my head, you can tell I'm very concerned. Like, if this is a hospital, I would hate to see what their actual bunkers look like.
The fact that most of their surviving structures are freaking hospitals is probably one of my favorite facts about Krogan. They're like, hey, we need to protect our wounded so they can heal and get back in the fight. So our hospitals are probably the most well-defended structure in the entire universe.
Yep.
These things would, in fact, I would even hazard a guess personally that even the Reapers wouldn't have taken down those effing hospitals. Those would have been a structure the next civilization has to find.
And they'd be like, wow, these must have been some intense fortifications. No, this is a hospital.
Anyways,
It's a place of medicine, sir.
yeah, you see several Krogan milling about on various duties.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah. They're all of the ones you can see, Bradley, are a tiny bit shorter than you.
Ah, lovely. I
Yeah.
look around and be like, not so bad. Granted, I am tall for a Spartan,
Yeah.
but they're like the same
You're-
size as I am.
Yeah. They look like they'd be about as strong as you, though.
I'm used to that. Other Spartan.
I was gonna say, no, we did watch
Dang Healy, Jarl
Rex shove a shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, he totally could flip a warthog.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
So-
yep.
So yeah, you're on Tachanka in Clan Erdnot territory.
Yep. Mm.
All
And
right.
I guess like we should do the alien phrase of take me to your leader, but like more politely.
How do you frickin'
The question is, which of the four of us draws the most stairs? The Quarian, because they know what that is, and they're like, why are you here? You don't belong here.
Yeah. They're like
Krogan-sized armored superhuman, or the two that are very clearly not from around here.
Yeah.
I don't know about all of you draw stairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, because one of us is just a weird thing they've never seen before. The rest of us look like they shouldn't be anywhere near this sector, let alone on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just walk step forward. We are we're here on a mission from Commander Shepard. We need to speak to the leader of Clan Erdnot.
Right. A brawny Krogan. I know the way. Follow me.
I follow the big scary
Yeah.
lizard monster.
He leads you down a few hallways into a more open room, in which some other Krogans are, and one of them is a particularly large red Krogan that appears to be about a head taller than Bradley, if you
Fantastic.
including his shoulder hump. He the Krogan.
So his face and my face are about the same height.
Yeah,
But he's got that massive hump.
yeah.
Sticks up.
The Krogan guiding you, gestures at the red Krogan, and then leaves.
I just found the perfect GIF for meeting Rex for the first time. It's just a GIF of Rex saying, "They're actually gonna let me eat you."
Happiest face I know.
Oh, I love Rex.
The giant red
This guy.
Krogan is talking to
Everyone else is so much.
a very slightly smaller Krogan in grayish armor.
With a less developed face shield, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I walk in, you just briefly hear me mutter under my breath, "Well, he's a big one."
They're all big ones.
The rest of them, no. The rest of them are not. The rest of them are normal size.
And I'm looking at Grunt because like even by Krogan standards, that is freaking jacked.
Yeah.
I'm like, and that is. I'm not sure what to think of that. That's
If he were a human, I would say
getting
he's a
mixed
Spartan.
feelings.
But he's a Krogan. So, I mean, do Krogans have a super soldier program?
Yeah, there's no reason for her to know who he is or what his backstory is, but all she knows is that even by Krogan standards, that thing is huge.
Yeah.
Did you just hear me respirating? Do Krogans have like a super soldier program? Genetic augmentation? Spec forces?
Might be specs. I don't know enough about Krogan society. I just know that they sometimes react more positively to angrier attitudes. But
and of course, the one time I don't have any Sangheili or ODSTs.
Yeah, so let the terrifying chieftain finish his conversation with the other guy.
After a little bit, the other guy walks away.
Yeah.
Hello there. Emiria waves. Hello.
Sorry, I just found another good one. Speak when spoken to.
Oh, yes. I also love how later on
which is
in a program.
I gotta.
Can't have gotten here that fast. Message from him was only an hour ago.
That's
the ship we are using is.
complicated.
The ship we are using is
Complicated.
I don't fully understand it, and I'm a Quarian.
It's
absurdly fast, however.
You're here about the duplicate of Shepard, then?
Indeed.
That we are.
Probably another failed Cerberus clone. Kept around for spare parts.
The Spartan just tilts his head. Wait, you need spare parts when you bring people back from the... You don't just flash clone organs?
Rebuild yourself.
You don't just flash clone the organs on site as needed?
I think that's what the clones were made for, specifically for
You grow an entire person to harvest a couple of spare parts. Why not just flash clone the lung tissue, or the heart tissue, or the kidney tissue, whatever you need? That's what we do.
Because that technology is relatively new.
He was cited out.
Even you are primitives.
Rex is ignoring your
no, of course he
the
is.
comments about flash cloning. The
Yeah.
clone was sighted out, and he gestures was sighted out that way. He gestures in a direction. A few hours ago, fighting some Weirlock. I must admit that I'm curious myself. And he looks beyond you to the hallway you came from. Do you know you have a tag along?
I turn and look. Who's our
Turn
tag
around.
along?
The drunken version of the drunken clone of Shepard.
I immediately turn back to Rex. He's supposed to be in a cell on a planet half a galaxy away.
I go past. What the? We left you on Rannoch.
In a cell.
I heard you were tracking down another clone of me. I thought I could be some help.
I
You
Well,
can't even walk in a straight line. How are you of any help?
well, if he's sober, he should be more useful. Even if it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
If he's sober, does he look sober to you?
He does look sober.
Okay.
Wait, this is me.
I mean, having your help would be great, but are you sure?
I wasn't doing any good locked up. Maybe at least I can do something right.
You know, I just know that Servo knew he was on the ship.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, like I fully knew. I fully expect that Skirvo fully knew this guy snuck onto the ship and just let it slide.
Yep.
Stop comment about it. We'll figure it out sooner or later.
Uh, yeah, so it's just
You're another one of those clones of this is Rex talking. You're another one of those clones of
Mhm.
Shepard. Yeah, sounds like I'm from a different universe. Maybe that's the case with this other clone too.
clones would be simpler.
Well,
I don't like that answer.
Rex walks forward. I've been wanting to. It was very enjoyable when we had a previous fight with the different clone of Shepard. Maybe